y'all, come look at this.
रहा नहीं जाता, तड़प ही ऐसी है ना. समझ रहे हो आप?
It all started when our Guju grandfather married our Goan grandmother around 60 years ago.
Not only did they break the shackles of a rather conservative society,
But they also broke all the shackles when it came to food.
from prawn curry rice,
To Undiyu Puri.
this is our food journey.
Hi, this is Aman.
This is Alok.
And we are the Goan Gujus. Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Goan Gujus. We are back after a short break, and as you all can see, for the first time on Goan Gujus, we are out at a restaurant. So the restrictions have been relaxed in Bombay, and restaurants as of now are allowed to be open, and we have come to Goa Portuguesa. The reason why we are here is something that Alok will tell you about.
Hi everyone. So we have been talking a lot about Goan food, and there are two main kinds of Goan food that we are really fond of. One is the Hindu Goan food that we find at home with your prawn curry, rice, your sakoti and everything. And the other one is the Christian Goan food, which we are going to primarily focus this episode on today. And that's why we are here at Goa Portuguesa, where they serve excellent Goan Christian food. One by two.
Give me one portion of your Portuguese prawn soup. Can I have it 1 by 2? Yes, sir. Get me one portion of prawns richado. Okay. And one portion of chicken cocktail. For starters, the order for the main course I'll give you later. So the restaurant has been operational since 1988, which is coincidentally the same year that we both are born in. And I remember I've actually come here after a really long time. I think a good 15-20 years later, we've
Easily.
come here.
Yeah.
So a very interesting place, and it's very popular in the area and I think all over Bombay. If you talk about
Especially in Mahim, Shivaji Park area, I don't think there is any other restaurant in Bombay which does Goan food in such a premium way as Goa Portuguesa does.
And I think even Catholic Goan food, I don't think there are a lot of restaurants.
Very
that do
few,
that in Bombay.
a handful of restaurants who would do that.
Right. I think Martin is the only other restaurant that I know that
Martin,
does
there used to be Snowflake.
Snowflake, yeah. Like a few restaurants
Yes.
somewhere in town, but I think Goa Portuguesa is the most popular
Correct.
kind of food to see.
Yes.
So, potel curry.
So
That is pork cum. It is
proper.
supposed to be had only in pork. અને આપણે ચીલી ફ્રાય કરીએ અને જોઈએ તો એક્ઝેક્ટ
सूप આવી ગયો. So we got the Portuguese prawn soup with us. Nice pieces of prawns inside, and it smells really good.
If you enjoy the flavor of seafood, it has a very distinct seafoody flavor which goes extremely well with the coconut base, right?
See, it's got a very strong flavor of celery, which you find in most of the soups, which
Even
is the good base of the soup.
even I can taste pepper also very prominently,
Yes.
right? It's really nice, guys.
How will you ask the waiter ये कौन सा soup है? You ask the waiter, what soup? The waiter will say, nothing much. You say, आप कैसे हो? कैसे सब ठीक ठाक? We fall for the prawns rechado, which is traditionally thick red gravy and prawns sautéed in spices, tomato, onions. And we have the very famous, or I should say infamous, chicken cafriel, which is infamous and famous. It's famous for its taste, and it's infamous for the capture of the notorious mass murderer Sirius Black, Charles Shobraj.
Cool, bro. So I think we start eating and not waste any more time.
So dig into it.
I'm digging in. It's tempting as hell. To be very honest, I already started eating before the pav came. The prawns rechado is amazing. I think it's the perfect balance of spice. I can taste a little bit of sweetness also in it because of the tomato, I think. So guys, we have the main course on the table. After having the amazing chicken kaprial and the prawns rechado, we have sausage, Goan sausage pulao. We have the very traditional Catholic Goan pork sorpotel and some crisp bombil fries, because bombil fries, irrespective of what cuisine it belongs to, if it's there on the menu, we have to call it. Alok will now tell you all about how both the dishes are made. All three dishes in fact are made.
They are all made in the kitchen. The Goan sausage pulao, the sausage is mainly cooked with spices and then smoked in a room for 3-4 days, and it develops the flavor.
The smoky smell is so evident.
Yes, it's the most prominent flavor of the Goan sausage. It's a chorizo, which is smoked for 3 to 4 hours, and it matures over time. And that's what's used to make the pulao. The pork sorpotel is a traditional dish which is very common during celebrations and weddings. It's made with pork liver and pork offals, and the rich flavor comes from pork blood, which is used in intensifying the flavor. Okay.
You're going to have pork blood, guys.
Yes.
Don't come to my house, I'll suck your blood.
So the pork blood is used in the sauce. You're not drinking it as a shot.
Okay, let's start digging in. I'm already hungry looking at all this. So again, we have the amazing garlic pav with us to kind of go along with the sorpotel. What do you think about the sorpotel, bro? I really liked it. I think it reminds me of the sorpotel that I've had in Goa for sure. It's very nice.
Yeah, I loved it too. Nice mix of spices and flavor. Really meaty and gamey flavor to the pork. I love it.
Can't complain about the taste.
Yeah,
for sure. Very nice. Okay, time for the sausage pulao now, the Goan pork sausage pulao, also known as the chorizo rice or the chorizo pulao. I think it's all the same. I think the other place where I remember having a really nice Goan chorizo pulao in Bombay is Gables at Kolaba.
Gables has amazing sausage pulao.
I think apart from Gables, this is the first time I'm seeing a very similar looking Goan sausage pulao, and I'm really excited to try it. So without wasting any more time,
Let's dig in.
always with the hand. When it comes to Indian rice, with the hand, guys, with the hand. Nice, slightly pungent, vinegary taste along with the smokiness of the chorizo or the Goan sausage. Exactly the way a Goan sausage pulao should be. Right?
Nice and tasty and meaty.
So finally we are on to the last course, the dessert of this extremely tasty and satisfying meal that we've had at Goa Portuguesa. And we have the traditional bibinka in front of us as the dessert for this meal. Again, Bhai, talk us through how it's made.
Bibinka is a 10-layered coconut dessert which is drenched with sugar caramel, and we can't wait to eat it. It's a dessert that we don't commonly get in Bombay, but we are very glad that we found it over here.
And the best way to have bibinka is with a nice scoop of vanilla ice cream. And that is what we have with us. So again, without wasting any more time,
Let's dig in, yeah. मत कर सकते हो आप पांडे जी.
So guys, that was it for episode 9 of the Goan with Juice. This was our first episode where we've gone out to a restaurant and we've shot. I hope you guys like it. We were overall very happy with the food at Goa Portuguesa. Taste-wise, I think it's a very good option if you want to have some nice, authentic Goan Catholic food. Apart from that, they also have a lot of other dishes, varying from Mangalorean to Malwani to Andhra. You know, it's a very extensive menu. So do try this out if you want to. If you feel like going out and having some Goan food, do try out Goa Portuguesa. And
I'm definitely coming back again.
yeah, I think we are very happy. And yeah, I think that is it. You want to say anything?
No, I was just going to say, please like, share and comment on our videos. Keep loving the Goan with Juice. That should have been in our shot.
I will.